Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we complete a bracket challenge from a tasting table article to determine what discontinued bourbon we would like to bring back. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guest, Von Nieters.
Von Nieters, that's it.
Short list.
Here I am.
We our success rate of my success rate of getting people on is not very much here tonight. So yeah, we got 1 out of 3 if you count McNew and I as as the show. So 33%. Yeah, that's good if you're a baseball player and batting, but not so good when you're a podcaster. Yeah. So yeah. I got the text from Steinkamp on the way home. Oh, my tummy. Oh, I'm sick again. For like the 10th time in 2024, he's sick, so he's out. And then Demetrius, he's just MIA. He's just missing. So, yeah. And it's weird because we have this thing going on where if I send him a message and he doesn't answer, that means yes. So I asked him if he could podcast tonight. He didn't say anything, so I thought, oh, that means yes. So then I send the notes, and then sometimes if I send the notes and he really can't podcast, and then he calls me and be like, hey, you sent me these. Why did you send me these? I can't do it. No response, which clearly indicates yes, but he's not here. So we need to work on a new system, I think, for Demetrius and I.
You've been ghosted, Steve.
Yes, I've been ghosted. So yeah,
I might have to start appearing in person.
Yes, yeah.
He can deliver him the notes like he's being served.
Right.
There's no way out of it at that point.
I think I just need to get new friends. That's the key. I need a new social circle is what we're looking at here. Yeah, so. But McNew said there's something you want to talk about. McNew, what is that? What would you like to talk about?
So as we're recording, it came out today. Have you guys seen the new portrait of King Charles?
Yes.
It looks like that man is straight up in hellfire, and I think it's hilarious. It looks like that Elmo meme where he's like, ha, and there's flames behind him. But it had me thinking, it's so bad, but it had me thinking, if you were to have a portrait, a royal portrait, what would you have around you? What are you surrounding yourself with if you were royalty?
Oh, I'd be in a rick house. I already know the photo I would do. Becca took a photo of me at the Neely. I've got a glass of bourbon in my hand. I'm kind of looking a little bit to the side, and that's the photo. That captured the essence of me right there. So
I like it. That's a good one.
That'd be my portrait. Yeah.
You'd have to have it painted by somebody, but they could
do
that.
It'd be very stately. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Would that be a full body or kind of like chest up or
chest up? It'd be chest up. Chest up. Yeah. That'd be my official look. I like that one lady who paints on Instagram. What's her name? We used to hang out with her more.
Her name was
Ashley. Yeah, Ashley. Yeah.
I forget her username. She's amazing, though.
She can really paint good.
Like, realistically, give her a photo and she makes it look fantastic.
Yes, I don't understand. So yes, I would. She would have to paint me. She'd be my official portrait painter. So yeah. And plus, I get to hang out with her, so she's fun. I haven't talked to her in a long time, but
Yeah.
So that would be the one I would go to. Ashley, if you're out there, if I get made king of the United States, call me.
You're working on the king of Missouri, so I think you're well.
Exactly. I'm getting closer.
Hey.
I'm one step closer. Yeah.
Right.
Von Nieters, how about you? What would your look be?
Oh, geez, there'd be a lot going on in mine. I feel like. I mean, I think I'd go full body. I'd want to be like almost set back a little bit, sitting in some sort of throne, maybe. A couple cool cars in the background. Maybe a couple hockey sticks leaning up against the side of the throne. Some turtles crawling around.
Turtles would have to be in there. Yes.
Oh yeah, the turtles would be there. But yeah, I think and then maybe a couple bottles of whiskey sitting around. I don't know. There'd be a lot going on. I feel like. All the stuff I'm into.
Right. Did you hear the show when Becca got mad at me because I said you were short and she didn't like that?
Yeah, thank you, Becca. I mean, she backed me up. She called me a tiny man.
She didn't like that. I don't know why.
She's the same height as I am. I mean, she was probably just as insulted.
I don't know about that. Becca's shorter than you think she should be, I think, too. Right. I think she seems taller in the camera, but she's not that tall. I mean, she's not short either, but she's somewhere in between.
She's backing up the normal people.
Backing up the normal people, yeah. Mm-hmm. McNew, how about you? This if you were getting some sort of official portrait done, I'm sure this would be a huge production.
It is, and I've thought about it all day. So I also want a throne, but I want a huge flowing gown. It's going to be black and gray.
Flowing, yeah.
Huge gown, but I want my dogs on each side of me. But like to look like badasses, I want them like not really like in chains, but I want them to look cooler than they are. And I want
Milo's in like a...
Oh no, he's getting put down this week. I'm so happy about this.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Anyways, no, so I want like a whiskey glass and a whiskey bottle in each hand. I want my dogs that I like around me, my black cat on my shoulder, and
What about the other cat?
I mean, they can come, I guess. They're not really my cats. They just live here. But I want my cat. I want my black cat on my shoulder.
Phoenix?
Phoenix. And it's going to be like very 4th of July-esque up top.
Oh, yes. We have only like a month to go until 4th of July photo, so we're close.
Gotta plan this. I haven't got a plan this year, but...
Oh, God knows. Yeah. The world awaits McNew's 4th of July photo. So, yeah. There you go. On that note, guess what? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Von Nieters. Von Nieters, what do you got there?
We're doing a bracket challenge, and this happens to be one of the items on this bracket. I have a Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series, 2021 FAE01.
FAE01, okay. Okay, solid. Gonna be tough to beat. I'm coming after him, though. Still Austin. Hot little brand right now, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about Still Austin. Here we go. Swat on the set. Ooh, that was nice. Nice. Not as good as Von Nieters, though, unfortunately. The Evil Empire has done it once again. But we'll see what McNew's got here. What do you got, McNew?
I have a Starlight pick from 859 Tap Room. It's their VDN barrels.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. Nothing. No. So, yeah. Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
Von Nieters won. Once again, Von Nieters wins. So, yeah. So, there you go. All right. What we'll do next, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, it's bracket challenge time. We've got, what would you do with this? Which one would you want to bring back? I guess I should say. So, it's they put together some shitty list as they normally do. And, yeah, we'll see how they did. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. McNew, what did you say you wanted?
A Jaguar tequila.
Why?
It's so because it's pretty. It's like I don't think it's a decanter, but it's a bottle. It is fucking 3 feet long. It's in the display case. You have to ask for them to unlock for you. It's $300, and I'm like, it's so pretty. It looks like a whole big ass cat. It's probably shitty tequila inside of it, but it's a tequila Jaguar, and I fucking want it. I want it so bad.
And you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we have a bracket challenge to bring back a bourbon.
Yes, we are. So Tasting Table puts together a list. This is not our list. And they said these are bourbons that we'd like to see come back. So we'd like to see them come back. So what they said was as follows. Jim Beam Bonded. Jim Beam Bonded. Some people don't even know that's gone, but it is. It is. So it's out. Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series. I don't know if that's really as discontinued as much as, they had changes in personnel. Jane Bowie's gone, and, she was in charge of that, and then you were like, well, some came out after she left. Well, they don't set them up like the weekend before. Those are done well in advance, so the fact that they came out after she was gone doesn't mean she didn't do those, so yeah.
They did make some sort of announcement about it, though, didn't they?
I don't know. What did they say? Did they say it's...
I thought I remember a while back they said that the most recent one was going to be the last one, but I think they were just going to do something and call it something else.
Yes,
I just don't think they weren't going to call it the Wood Finishing Series, but they're going to have a similar thing.
I think it's going to be called the Finished Wood Series. So yeah. So it's totally different. Elijah Craig 12-year small batch. So they want to bring back the age statement. We still have Elijah Craig small batch. They just don't have it 12 years age stated. Jim Beam Distiller's Cut. They do a bunch of different things like that. That was one that was there for a while, but then long gone. Old Charter 10-year. Again, age statement thing. Old Charter's still out there, but the 10-year. Four Roses LE single barrels. I mean, they kind of do that now. They do what they in the gift shop. But I guess they were doing them in the store, things like they showed a Secretariat bottle, so, Derby type of stuff. They still have a single barrel program, but not the limited edition ones. And then OKI 10-year, and then last but not least, Old Ezra 7. So here's how they're going to line up. Jim Beam, Distiller's Cut, will take on OKI 10-year. Then we've got Elijah Craig, the 12-year age stated versus the Jim Beam Bonded. That's a tough matchup right there. Old Ezra 7 takes on Old Charter 10. And then finally, Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series takes on the Four Roses Limited Edition Single Barrels. Round number 1, up first is going to be McNew. McNew, we're going to start with you. Jim Beam Distiller's Cut or OKI 10-year?
I think that OKI 10-year was so special. I would love to see that back. It never will be, but I liked it.
Love to see OKI 10-year come back. Okay. Maybe it could these days with the glut of whiskey aging right now. You never know with these things. The older whiskey's going to be coming back, I feel, but we'll see. Von Nieters, what do you think? Jim Beam, Distiller's Cut, or OKI 10?
I think let's close this one out and go OKI.
OKI 10-year moves on. All right, next up is Elijah Craig, the big red Clifford bottles like they used to have with the 12-year small batch versus Jim Beam Bonded. Jim Beam Bonded. Von Nieters is first this time. What do you think out of those two?
I think I'm going to go Jim Beam Bonded.
Jim Beam Bonded. Yeah, that's a good one. I like Jim Beam Bonded. It's a solid pour, great value. We got a bottle in the shop one time. It was a Dusty, too. They had lost it at the distributor. I mean, that thing looked like it had been sitting around for years, and it was covered in dust. You think they would have just taken a rag to it? They didn't. We sold it like that, too. We're like, oh, look, it's a Dusty Jim Beam. So it sold as soon as we got it. I hope someone kept the dust on there.
That hasn't been discontinued long, has it?
Yeah, like 2 years, probably. 2 years. Well, but I don't think it was a high-volume product, so you were able to find it out there pretty regularly. But yeah. Elijah Craig, 12 years, small batch or Jim Beam Bonded. I think I'm going to split the vote here. I'm going to go with the Elijah Craig 12-year because that was pretty cool. The big 12 on there, and both cool products, but just out of respect for that brand, and I used to like getting those. I will say Elijah Craig 12-year small batch. So let's go send it to McNew for the tiebreaker. What do you think, McNew?
Ooh. So they're both good, but seeing that big red 12 was pretty cool. I'm going to go Elijah Craig too.
Elijah Craig 12 moves on. All right. Next up is Old Ezra 7 versus Old Charter 10. Interesting. Old Ezra 7, fine product. Really fine. Old Charter 10, not as good. So I'm going to go by taste. I'm going to go Old Ezra 7 is what I'm going to say. McNew, how about you?
I'm going to give it some love and go Old Charter 10 and make Von Nieters close it out.
All right. What do you think, Von Nieters?
I think I'm going to give the nod to Old Ezra.
Old Ezra 7 moves on. All right, next up is Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series versus Four Roses Limited Edition Single Barrel. Again, I think the matchups were pretty solid across the board, really. Tough competition. No gimmies. All right, up first is going to be McNew. Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series or Four Roses Limited Edition Single Barrels.
Those wood finishing series were so cool. I'd love to see those again. So Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark. All right. What do you think, Von Nieters?
My cork pop may have given that away, but I am also going Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark. All right. Moves on. All right. Our final four looks like this. OKI 10-year takes on Elijah Craig 12-year, the small batch. Old Ezra takes on Maker's Mark. Round number 5. Up first is Von Nieters. OKI 10-year or Elijah Craig 12-year?
Ooh. Man. I think I'm going to give it to Elijah Craig this time. The Elijah Craig 12-year.
Elijah Craig. Hey, I'm going Big Red Clifford. That 12. Bring back that 12. Bring it back. So I'm going Elijah Craig 12 means it will be in our finals. All right. Next up is Old Ezra 7 versus Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series. Who started that last one? We don't have a...
I did.
Okay, so it's me. Old Ezra 7 Maker's Mark Wood Finishing. There were some really good ones in that wood finishing series, so I'm going to go with that, even though I like Old Ezra 7. I think the higher upside is the Maker's Mark wood finishing, when you get a really good one. Some of them not so good, but that happens. All right, McNew, what do you think? Old Ezra 7 or Maker's Mark wood finishing?
I'm going to go Maker's Mark.
Makers moves on. That's up for finals. Looks like this. Elijah Craig 12-year versus Maker's Mark Wood Finishing. McNew's going to kick this thing off.
Sticking with Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark goes up 1-0. What do you think? Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series or Elijah Craig 12-year? Von Nieters.
I'm going to go ahead and finish this one out. I'm going Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series. I really like that stuff. They had a lot of good different ones in there.
Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series is our show champion. How about that? Way to go, Maker's Mark. You win. So someone is right now telling Rob Samuels, Mr. Samuels, we just won the Bourbon Daily today. And his next response is, what's the Bourbon Daily?
It's such an going to be an honor.
But yeah. So there it is. Congrats to the team at Maker's Mark. You win the championship. There's a lot of good ones on there. They should consider bringing back a lot of those. Bonded for sure. I'll just go through those. I think they need to bring back the Bonded Wood Finishing Series, the Elijah Craig 12-year. Who cares? Distiller's Cut. It's Old Charter 10. Yes, that should bring that back. Four Roses LE single barrels. Yes, bring those back out. OKI 10. I don't care. Old Ezra 7. Sure. So there you go. That's the list. There it is. That's what they need to do. So there you go. We'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Von Nieters, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me showing up for the podcast and on and on Instagram at Von Nieters.
He cracked himself up there. Did you hear that, McNew?
I got myself.
Yeah. All right. How about you, McNew?
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see me, the ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. Check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, you have very much job security right now. I've been trying to break in a new guy. So I'm tossing the ending to him when we're doing the live tasting shows at the Barrel Shop. He can't do it. He can't get your last line here. So finish this thing out. Show him how it's done.
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/theABVNetwork.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.